I am pleased to have you return to my Coin Lady channel. There is a persistent tactic employed by institutions to take advantage of individual investors like you and me. In this post, I will shed some light on this tactic and share some strategies that you can use to gain a better understanding of the markets and avoid being so rattled that you sell your cryptocurrency holdings too soon, even when you are making a profit. We are witnessing market manipulation on a scale we have not witnessed in a long time, and I am seeing widespread instances of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, FUD, and fear of missing out, FOMO, in the markets. I believe that this is a time when it is particularly crucial for you to listen to the message that I have for you today. When I notice it happening frequently, I know it's time for a reality check and a message to help us understand what's going on so we can make informed choices that will benefit our future. That being said, I am creating today's video specifically for all of you that have XRP and HBAR. Hit that like button for everyone to see if you agree with that message. First, let's take a look at the current situation. And thus, let me begin by discussing an intriguing development in the stock market at the moment. This will have immediate implications for XRP and cryptocurrency. Hold for a second, because this chart clearly shows that value stocks are currently trading at their lowest relative growth compared to equities since the dot-com bubble. When compared to other high-growth equities, such those of tech giants like Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, etc., this is the value of growth stocks. Yes, those. Many of these tech stocks, and growth stocks in general, tend to go absolutely bonkers during periods of hyperinflation, alright? They just burst into flames. As a whole, cryptocurrencies function similarly. Keeping that in mind, value stocks over the same time frame tend to remain relatively stable. Because growth stocks often have really severe corrections and value companies typically remain in a fairly reasonable evaluation, the former is often a very good predictor of the latter's final destination within a year or two. There are now Bitcoin ventures that focus on value as well as growth. If you wish to build a reputation for yourself based on reliable, long-term results, it's wise to seek for high-value crypto projects that you have faith in. Plus, we'll show you how to spot those later on in the video. To begin, however, it is necessary to discuss the present state of market manipulation in a number of cryptocurrency markets. In the past day, the cryptocurrency markets have seen a sale of around $1.1 billion. In a reasonable length of time, we have not witnessed such a high volume of liquidations. There is a great deal at stake here. The occurrence of such events is not haphazard. Many are accusing the Federal Reserve of being to blame. Plus, in my opinion, something completely distinct is transpiring. You may recall from my last video that Jerome Powell announced a 25 basis point drop. Therefore, that's great news for the economy as a whole. As a rule, a starting point. Inflation is falling, and the economy is doing well, therefore it's time to make cuts. Because of this, the market's sharp decline makes little sense, particularly in light of Jerome Powell's repeated statements that he does not intend to maintain his policy of aggressively cutting rates until the year's conclusion. Due to the fact that ordinary investors were not really expecting anything different to happen, it is likely that individuals who are selling or changing their holdings and removing cryptocurrencies at such enormous amounts are not retail investors. Institutions, on the other hand, are probably trying to frighten you by conducting liquidity sweeps and, of course, liquidating long-term investors. Let me tell you something about market domination from the viewpoint of an institution. This is something they do frequently. What they'll do is look at the market and figure out that while 80% of people are long Bitcoin and 20% are short, that's acceptable. Now, we can purchase that bottom and make huge gains off of that movement if we sell all of our long positions. Additionally, it will coordinate short positions with several of its other institutional friends to optimize gains. The price drops to the level they desire before reinvesting during this time, thanks in large part to the liquidations that take place. And I'll show you the result of this just recently. Before we go any further, though, I feel compelled to mention that, yeah, I brought this up yesterday, and I'm still of the opinion that this applies here today. Also, I believe that many crypto ventures are nearing their bottom. With that out of the way, I'd like to share some good news. Jerome Powell did mention that he couldn't own Bitcoin during his brief appearance before the Federal Reserve. The markets were crashed by Jerome Powell, and many people are saying that this is why. It's not at all, you just have to read between the lines. But now Senator Cynthia Lumumba has spoken out, stating that she wants the Federal Reserve to be able to buy Bitcoin. Therefore, this is beneficial. It's encouraging to see some senators and representatives fighting for the will of the people. You have my gratitude for taking the time to view my video. When you're done, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you think.